are live. Welcome to Glamma's Closet, guys. Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Can you believe this cup is almost 11 years old? Gotta love some morning coffee on a Sunday. It is a very, very rainy Sunday on Memorial Day weekend here in St. Louis and the surrounding areas. It's just pouring outside. And of course I have Ellie curled around my ankles because that's what she does. She's a chicken dog. Oh my God. Michael, my angel, I will get to you in a minute. Hello, my love. I do want to say hello to everybody. Good morning, Brenda Reed, first in chat. Mwah. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Good morning. Let's MF and go. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go then. Johnny, New England Cajun reseller, my love. How you doing, Johnny? It's good to see you this morning. Jennifer Hayes, always wonderful to see you, gorgeous. Just love our Jennifer Hayes. Good morning, Johnny. Love the pictures on Facebook. I'm going to have to check that out, Brenda. An Angry Otter gifted 10 Glamma's Closet memberships this morning. Michael, you do too much. My angel, you do too much. That is awesome. This bud is for you. Thank you so much. Again, I can't thank you enough. You are just so generous and lovely, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah. Aisha Dancer, good morning, Kristen. That's my show me homie. I wonder, is it raining where you are, Kristen? It is so raining here. It's so soaked. Michael coming in hot. Really? Yeah. And no, this is 11 years. She is that old, and this was taken just a few months after she was born. And they made me the cup for one of my Christmas presents, and it was the best Christmas present. I just loved it. And yeah, Michael is coming in hot. Oh, brilliant filmmaker, Michael. Please check out his videos too. He's getting ready to. I know that he was working on 3 new videos this weekend. So if you get a chance, check out Angry Otter this week. He's got, I'm sure, some wonderful videos, some wonderful reviews. Jennifer, thank you for dropping the link for the second actual Pride auction on Friday, June the 7th. If you don't have your notification on, hit that notification bell. We are going to have such a blast. You have rain. It's sunny here. Thunderstorms early this morning, though. Yeah, the thunderstorms are why the dog is wrapped around my ankles, and it's still raining here. So I don't know. It's a good day for me to go back to bed. I love that Boo got a membership. Yeah. If I don't, honestly, I'm just gonna go over to her house and make me pay that in cash. Howdy, all you beautiful people. Well, hello, beautiful Michael down there in Texas. Collect with Kelly, also down there in Texas. Hello, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning, all of my Texan friends. Lynn, hello. Hello. Speaking of friends from another place, Lynn, all the way from the UK, checking us out at tea time. Thank you so much. So much. Michael is the membership man. I really believe that. Yep. Let's see. It was my junior picks for my senior picks class of 1986, 38 years ago. Oh my God. Yeah. I graduated not too long after you, buddy. So I feel that. Sag Travel Gal. Good morning, honey. How are you? I said, let's MF and go. And Michael was like, hold my coffee. He really was. Just adorable. Thank you so much. Sophie, hello, hello, hello. One of my favorite nurses from all the way across the pond. Thank you so much, Sophie, for spending your tea time with us. Kind of feeling you there, Johnny. I was class of 83. Yeah, class of 89. So Veronica was 6 years old when I graduated from high school. Last Night in Soho will drop tonight, will be the first reaction. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm interested to know from someone who has made a film, I'm interested to know your reaction for that. Gina, hi, sugar. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I really thought this was going to be an empty chat because it's a holiday weekend. So I'm really happy to see you all. Jen, hello, beautiful. How are you, girlfriend? It's good to see you. Gina is a new member. Yay! Thank you so much, Gina. This is for you. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Membership activity increases YouTube promoting you. I had no idea. I had no idea. Thank you, Michael. That's a great tip. And thank you, Gina, so much for your membership. We will definitely work to make it worth it. And Gina, if you are a member of the channel, I will be doing I'll be doing another members only auction in July. So I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to all the members of the channel. I was born in 81. Thanks for making me feel young. Yeah, okay. I would say it's our pleasure, but I got out of bed very slowly this morning because, sometimes aging is not a pleasure. Nice lipstick, Glam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do love a good red every now and again. It's just, it pops on camera so well. I'm here. I'm letting the ad play. It's the longest ad ever. I just turned on the ad thingy. I just figured that out. And so I may not know. If you guys are getting the ad and it's interrupting, I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't really know how it works. I think it just pops up randomly. You are very welcome. And as are you, Gina. My chat is always open for you. But thank you so much. And we also do have, after June 9th, that week, then later on that week, we're going to have our first members only listing party for June. So we're all going to be listing together. Lindsay and Alvin, thank you too much. Mwah. They are members of the channel and they are lovely. Lindsay, it was so fun to visit with you. Looking fly, sissy. Thank you. It's mostly just makeup. I got to be honest. I'm still wearing the tank top that I wore to bed last night. I've been married longer than most of you are old, right? I've been married for 26 years. So yeah, 27 this year. 72. Now I feel old, but at least I look fabulous. You do look fabulous and you're not as old as I am still. So yeah, you're still a youngin'. Lindsay and Alvin. Oh, tell me about it, Dean, right? Yeah, 67 here, baby. More creaking than the house. Yeah, you get you get up in the morning and you're like, whoa, what's that? And you can hurt yourself brushing your teeth. I mean, I've literally done that. I've literally hurt my back brushing my teeth. I wasn't brushing them on the floor. I wasn't sitting down. I wasn't exercising while I was just literally just brushing my teeth in front of the mirror and crack, crack, and there goes my back. And I was like, what in the world? It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. So it looks like everybody's saying hello to each other and good morning. You're born in 67. Let me tell you something. My brother was born in 67 and he looks 10 times better than I do. Married 17 years, but that's like 80 in gay years. It really is. Oh my God, Michael, you crack me up. That's funny. Well, I'm already there. I get up wrong and I'm in pain. Yeah, it starts mid 30s. Jen, you're right. Youth is wasted on the young. Separated for 2 years. What do I get? Yeah, well, 2 more minutes of sleep. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm joking. Glamma goes for more than 2 minutes. I fractured a toe once just turning in bed. Yes, I felt that. Yeah, Sophie said you can get a free date with Sophie. Hey, I'm offended that we don't all look like glow sticks that we pop and crack all the time. Amen, Kristen. That's my show me homie, by the way. My girl. A cleaner and quieter house, actually. Yeah, that's it. That is true. I actually do more cleaning now than I did before I was retired with, 3 kids. So yeah, riddle me this, right? It's weird. I'm built more like a glowworm. Aw. Well, that just means that it's just snuggly. That's all. That's all. You know. Freedom, Veronica. You get freedom and get all the covers too. That is so true. You get all the covers. You don't have to worry about somebody else in the bed. You ever have your partner or your spouse or your, whatever you call them, the other person sleeping in your bed who rolls up like a burrito in the covers and you end up with like this much cover and you're like trying to like jerk it back and they're like, "Ah," and they're like fighting you. Hate that. Different kinds of stress, but no annoying man child in the house. Patrick Murphy, my brother from another mother. Hello. Why, yes, hello. Ronnie, you got a date. Sophie's picking you up at 7. I don't know if that's UK time or America time. You all have to work that out together. Yeah, that's how I fractured my God. Yeah, Gina, I can see that because I have just walked through my home, just walked through my home and done something weird to my ankle where I'm like limping around the rest of the time, just like this is, it just doesn't seem fair. Chloe, good morning, my heart, my glam baby. How are you? How are you, precious? Mwah. It's good to see you. There goes my hair fly. Mwah. I'm such a Miss Breck girl. That's an old reference, guys. Don't bother looking it up. It's just old. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. We have 18 in the chat so far. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a little bit of news. As you know, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. in Hawaii, 4 a.m. the following morning in Australia, or 2 a.m. 4 a.m. the following morning in Tasmania, 2 a.m. the following morning in Australia proper, and of course 4 p.m. in the UK. We have Glammaz. We have Glammaz Sunday brunch every Sunday, but we also have a very, very, very special night coming up on June the 7th. If you haven't hit the notification for that, please hit the notification for that video. That is going to be our Classic Crap Pride auction. We celebrate Pride Month every year, and we do this for several reasons, but mainly, because we want to support those resellers and those small businesses that are run by the LGBTQIA community, and we really, my brother came out to me when I was 16, and after hyperventilating into a paper bag, I decided to go down the rabbit hole, do my homework, because anytime somebody says something to me, I can't wait to go look it up. And at the time we didn't have the internet, so I know. And so I had books, and I got book after book after book of what it is to be, a member of this community, and what the struggles have been, and what the civil rights, you know, uh, things that they were still fighting for. And there are certain things that they are still fighting for to this day. Everybody's like, no, they have the exact same rights and privileges as any other group. And I can tell you that that's actually not true. There are states now, Tennessee being one of them, where it is you can't. It's illegal to be in drag during daytime in public places. That's a real thing. And in the state of Missouri, it is still illegal. It's still they're still not included in the hate crimes bill. So you can actually legally fire somebody simply for being gay. Now, no business would do that, but you can do that. It's still legal. It's not on the books. And you can't fire somebody for being a woman. You can't fire somebody for being disabled. You can't fire somebody for being stupid or a jerk, but you can fire somebody for being legally, you can fire somebody just for being gay. You can go, you know what, you're gay, we don't want you by. So yeah, there's a long road to hoe. There's always, and there are always, for 2 steps forward, there's always another step back. So it's a tough thing. But you just keep moving forward, right? And there are still high suicide rates. That's correct. There are people out there who will kick their own children out of their homes for just loving who they love. So it's important to show our support. It's important to be, for me, it's important to be, a public about it. I don't want anybody ever not knowing where I stand on that, because that's a key thing for me. And growing up with a gay brother, who is also, one of my best friends in the world. We have a very close, Aunt Boo and Uncle Rob and I are all close, very family. So a very close family. So there is that. So that's why we do that. That's why I pride. And by the way, Robin, good morning. Mwah. Hello, Robin. Bye. Hello, little birdie. I love it. Rockin' Robin. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Only 7 thumbs up at 17 in the chat. Y'all can do this, right? Can you hit that thumbs up button? I promise you that it will make you instantly more attractive. Tooch, good morning, Tooch. How you doing, Tooch? Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Yeah, that is mad. It's nuts. Yeah. Even if you don't have a gay brother, being an ally is so important. Jennifer, are you following Robin, Jennifer? FYI, in the state of Louisiana, if you are in drag, male must be men underwear and women must wear ladies underwear. Well, how are you supposed to talk that way? That doesn't make any sense at all. Do you have to put on like a pair of tidy whities and then put like 8 pairs of pantyhose on top of that? That's messed up. I was here first, Robin, so who's following who? Okay. Uh-oh. Robin said, oh. It's okay, Robin. We're all following each other, really. I go from reseller chat to reseller chat some days, and I'll just be in like 8 chats. And in some states, legal same-sex spouses have no rights towards their partners, and medical decisions could be denied visitation. Yeah, the fact that that's still happening, even though it's legal on a federal level, just drives me crazy. That's what happened to Braden. He was kicked out at 18 for being gay. Now he makes more than his parents. Karma. Yeah. Good for him is right. Why does the law care about what underwear someone wears? Yeah. Control, power, and money. Amen, Patrick Murphy. Who sits in a room and comes up with that underwear law, right? Like, really? You don't have better things to do? You don't have better things to do than sit around and judge other people's underwear. And Robin, this is the best. Who's going to check people's underwear? Yeah, who's the cop in charge of checking underwear? Who's the underwear cop? Yes, I used to and wore 3 pairs of legs brand. Yeah. On our tax dollars, that's the thing. It's not Captain Underpants, I can tell you that. No, Captain Underpants does not care. Yeah, it's some people come up with laws about old women's by old white husband. That's the thing. Somebody's spending your tax dollars to sit around in a room and decide who can wear what underwear. And here's the funny thing. Those dudes in suits sitting around in the room deciding who's going to wear whose underwear, half of those guys are probably cross-dressing at home. They're probably wearing thongs, lacy thongs right now. Don't let it fool you, because every single time, it seems like every single time that you see a politician come out and they're like I'm so anti-gay, those are usually the ones that are caught in the airport bathroom in Minnesota, or on their way home from a trans bar with a sex worker at 2 a.m. on a freeway in LA. Those are those guys. Those guys. Same dudes. I'm telling you. I'm just saying, the more they protest. Methinks thou dost protest too much. Yes, Gina, many of them are in the closets, or they cheat on their wives because they're like, family values, and then they go out and screw a teenager. I mean, it's crazy. We can't lump all of Tennessee into this, though. East Tennessee is very welcoming and accepting all, thanks to Dolly. Oh, do we not love Dolly? Okay, do we not love Dolly Parton? She's such an icon. Such an icon. Islands in the Stream, one of my favorites. Hard Candy Christmas. I love her. I love her. Or do other stuff I'm not putting on YouTube because I'm not trying to get Glamma in trouble. Yeah, that's probably. Praise Dolly, right? All hail Dolly. Can we make her president? If I could, I would. I really would. She's got to be better than some of the other options I've seen. But we're not going to get into politics this morning. Yes, I would take extra Dolly. Dolly with an extra dollop of Dolliness. Yeah. Dolly and Dollywood. I've never been to Dollywood, but I would love to go. That would be so much fun. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? How's Mr. Crumpler doing this morning? I hope you're having a good day, too. Better than Tango. Okay, let's move on to Memorial Day. I did want to talk a little bit about Memorial Day, and just very briefly, because sometimes there seems to be a little bit of confusion about Memorial Day. And here's why. There is Veterans Day. So if somebody has been in service for their country, you would celebrate them on Veterans Day. Memorial Day is really for it was created to honor our fallen heroes and remember the sacrifices made by our veterans and service members in defending our freedom. These individuals share a deep love and loyalty for our country and have sacrificially chosen to lay their lives on the line in a myriad of different ways to protect our nation. So here's the thing. Okay, Memorial Day is for the dead. That's to honor the fallen heroes' sacrifices. Veterans Day is for the living. So just know the difference between the two. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because my son sometimes gets some, especially when he was in uniform, he would get some really weird like Memorial Day things, and he would get like weird posts and they'd be like, Happy Memorial Day to to all of our men and women who are serving. And he's like, but it's for dead people. So just FYI, ta-da. Oh, Johnny, Jeff, I hope you're doing better. Oh my God. You're out of the hospital day before yesterday. I hope you don't have a lot of pain or not sure what happened, but but I hope you don't have a lot of pain, and I hope that your recovery time is very, very quick for whatever it was. Robin said, I worked at an HIV clinic in New Orleans, and it was a real shame how families scoop in from nowhere after death and leave partners of 15 years homeless. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Dolly doesn't do politics. She just puts her money where her mouth is. I believe in doing that. I believe in doing that. I mean, it's kind of the same, but people are stupid. Yeah. I would pray that most of you with military families know this. I still put flags on my family's graves that were in the military on Memorial Day. I do the same thing on Veterans Day. Well, I didn't get to go this year because I'm a little ways from there. Well, and you just got out of the hospital, so I think you get a free pass this year, Jeff. Say it as it is, V. Don't hold back. Well, that is true. Sometimes we can be, and then again, sometimes we've got so much information coming at us. Who can remember everything? But speaking of American traditions, there's a new American tradition, an indigenous American tradition. In fashion news, indigenous fashion designers gathered in the American Southwest to celebrate couture and creativity. So they had the first ever Native Fashion Week. The show was held in Santa Fe, New Mexico, by the Southwestern Association for Indian Arts. So it was interesting to see. And there were some really, really cool fashions that I found intriguing. And if you just Google like indigenous or native fashion show, it'll come up with all different sorts of links that you can go to. And there are, if you like the fashions, you can, there are designers that you can purchase from, and you click on their links. So it's really cool. Also, a weird reason for every store under the sun to run a sale. Well, I run sales on Memorial Day weekend too. Oh my God, where's Tina? Tina came in the chat. There she is. Good morning, honey. Mwah. You said it so well. Biggest hugs, Glamma. Tomorrow is a tough day for a lot of folks. Hug them, let them know that you were there. Yeah, my son is actually going to a couple of different graves of some friends that he lost while he was in the military. So it was some of it's just tragically sad stories. I have some indigenous friends in Canada. Some of them are amazing artists. Some of them, Gina, might be one. Some of them might be showing because it was not just the Southwestern Native Americans. They also had indigenous Americans from all over the United States, and then they also had indigenous Canadians. So you may actually see one of your friends on there. I would definitely look up that link. That being said, there some fluff study that shows the best time to buy a mattress is Memorial Day weekend. I mean, that's when Glampa and I got ours. Remember our fallen and also buy some stuff. Yeah. I sent out offers on my closet last night, but rarely run sales and never on holidays made for recognition. Yeah. Am I indigenous? Well, you might be an indigenous UKian, but it's a little tough to tell with the UK because of the Norman invasion and because it's, there were Romans there. And so I don't know. Someone put 50 cents in Veronica today. Yeah, she's got a little salt in her coffee. It's okay. We all wake up with salt in our coffee sometimes, honey. Fluff study. I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah, Tina, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. In reselling news, Now here is for if you sell comics, or if you have some comics, or if you have a comic dude. Reselling news. Doom #1. So the Doom #1 comic has skyrocketed on eBay because of MF Dune. MF Dune. It's MF and then DOOM. Sorry, Doom. Uh, it's hot on the secondary market. But he's the late rapper that died during COVID-19 pandemic. He developed angioedema, which I only know how to pronounce because of House. A rare reaction to a new prescription he had been given for blood pressure medicine, and he passed away in 2020. The thing is that the recent Doom #1 just came out recently. And I think it was written by a writer who's pretty well known in the comic community, Jonathan Hickman. And then things got crazy just this past week when the book went unexpectedly viral due to a tribute in the comic book to the late rapper MF Doom, which caused the book to get hot on the secondary market like eBay. And it's a good example of how there really is no way to prepare for that sort of viral interest. Well, good morning, Roman. Good to see you this morning. Hi. You had Fartsack Jack on last night. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him in person. Not in person, but you know what I mean? That's the first time I've ever seen him. I don't know if you're covering this, but if you're not, the Lulu Fanatics website has been down for days, which is mostly relevant for us soft girls. Goods girlies. Huh. Weird. Been a bit global. Yep. Gina's been around the world, and I can't be my Gina because she is too cute and all around the world. And I'm here in Missouri. That's really cute, though. She is adorable. Where can I find that info about the comics? Because I have a lot of those with that kind of comic. Where did I find the information on that? I looked up. Oh God, I looked up reselling news. I want to say. I looked up eBay news. I Googled eBay news, and it was one of the articles, and I don't remember where I pulled it from. But if you Google eBay news, it should be one of the top articles that pulls up, like one of the top 4 articles that pulls up. And some of the other stuff is like meh. But I thought that was really a cool thing. Yeah, really a cool thing. So if you have those vintage not vintage comments, it's actually a more recent comic book, and it didn't have much intrinsic value. It had it was like $6 for the comic, and no real big flip resale value until they did the tribute in that comic to MF Doom, and bam. Yeah. Fair point, but I say it took them long enough. I will get there too one day. Oh, I don't know, Kristen. People in groups on Facebook were speculating that maybe Lululemon is cracking down on the use of stock photos. Could be. Yeah, Lululemon usually sells pretty well. There's a Facebook page where people can ask about Lululemon styles, just FYI for those of us selling a lot of activewear. Oh, that's good to know. I have a stack of 400 comics. I'm going to be checking them today. Yeah, check your comic books, especially like Angry Otter, Patrick Murphy. I know you guys collect comics, and you may not be collecting like the new stuff. I know Johnny sells comics. There are and Gina's got a stack of comics. So yeah, I would just check out those. Look for it's Doom #1. So it's the #1. So that was what was in the news for reselling, but I thought it was of interest to me. For shipping, the United States Postal Service, in its efforts to improve ground transportation, you know that they've been like working on these different hubs. They will pause their efforts to improve ground transportation beginning in August, citing peak seasons and elections, according to a letter the Postmaster General DeJoy wrote to lawmakers on Monday. He sent the letter to clarify what Delivering for America initiatives the USPS would and would not be suspending after having agreed to their part of the request last week, stating that confusion continues to proliferate. I can't talk in the morning. I need to finish at least 3 cups of coffee before I can speak English. Stating that confusion continues to proliferate in some circles about the work that they have underway to rescue the United States Postal Service. A little bit of a dramatic statement, but okay. Lawmakers had asked the Postal Service to pause consolidation efforts after learning of the severe mail slowdowns in Georgia, Texas, and Virginia. I don't know if y'all remember that. In Houston, it was like, it took me 3 weeks to get a ThredUp box that from Arizona to St. Louis that frankly should have been sent from, I don't know, Philadelphia or Georgia anyway, although Georgia was another one that was affected. But ever defiant of oversight and heedless of criticism, PMG DeJoy sent a 6-page letter accompanied by a 3-page status report to Senator Gary Peters on Monday. The USPS issued a press release on Tuesday that linked to DeJoy's letter, explaining the letter outlines the paused implementation status of the mail processing facility reviews, as well as the ongoing 2024 activities that will continue to advance and are part of the nearly $15.3 billion in committed self-funded investments. Many merchants, small businesses like us, and online shoppers like ours were impacted by the slowdowns in Houston, Texas during the 2023 holiday shopping season. That was a freaking nightmare. It was such a nightmare. Houston television station KHOU covered the story extensively, at one point reporting that a postal worker at the affected facility alleged the USPS couldn't find replacement machinery in the building to replace 2 parcel sorting machines that had removed. That is what I had heard also whenever I got that news. Whoa. Wait, what designer? Oh, Evelyn and Bobby. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye out for those bras. Sebago boat shoes have a good resale value in them, especially over summer. Yeah, Sebagos. Everybody loves a good pair of Sebagos. I hadn't either, but I found it at the bins and it was 3 times super lightweight. They sell for retail close to $100. Holy crap. I thought Vicky was expensive. I find the U.S. Postal system. Stop, Dana. Rewind. I find U.S. postal system so complicated compared to ours. Obviously, it's a far bigger country, but it seems much more complicated. It is. Yeah. So this is happening in Texas and Virginia. Yeah, and Georgia. Yep. I sent a comic to LA. USPS routed it to Guam. What the crap? Guam and then Hawaii before getting to LA. Maybe they just need to fix their routings. Possible. That is entirely possible. Howdy. I hope sales are up and costs are down. Phil, 5 and dime. Good morning. Mwah. Good morning, Phil. Good to see you. Michael, I've had that problem a couple of times. When a package wildly overshoots its destination, it has to backtrack. Yeah. I think we've all seen that happen. Like everything else in the U.S., it's unnecessarily complicated. Yeah, well, but bureaucracy. Do we not love bureaucracy? So much red tape. Thanks, Tina. Still need flowers. Aw. I'll blame my slow shipping on that then. Yeah. And here's the thing. Okay, so we all know that they've been jacking around with the Houston hub, which is one of the biggest hubs in the U.S. They've been messing around with it, and they took out 2 sorting machines and then failed to replace them. So these guys, these poor workers are down there hand sorting crap like the month before Christmas when everybody's ordering online, everybody is having things mailed. So it was just a nightmare. I know it was a nightmare for us online sellers, and I'm quite sure it was a nightmare for every retail business as well. It was absolute pandemonium. So I'm glad to hear that they're going to pause that for the Christmas shipping season. I'm not sure why election season has anything to do with it. I don't think people really order a bunch of extra stuff around elections, but maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe they do. And Gina, thank you so much. If we could hit the thumbs up, man, I am telling you, all of your dreams will come true. All of your dreams of seeing a thumbs up on my channel will come true. How about that? Thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate that reminder. Online sales are up. Are they? I am actually getting ready to talk about my online sales. They've been kind of slow this week, but that is completely expected. I totally expected that. I saw that coming because frankly, I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I did this week, but you're not going to get. Usually, if you put a lot of effort into listing daily and you put a lot of effort into promoting and all that stuff, it usually takes a couple of weeks before it catches up with that. And we are right in the middle of the holidays and summer slowdown, and people are planning things, and my own personal calendar is crazy. I have my grandkids on June the 1st. June the 4th, I'm doing an auction with Cajun Roots Reseller. June the 6th, I have a friend who is going into the hospital. June the 7th, I have the Classic Crap auction. I have my granddaughter that day. June the 8th, we have to go to a wedding and a fundraiser in the same day. June the 9th, I'm going to be selling with the 2 old guys. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So yeah, it's my social calendar for June is just chock full. I'm sure everybody else is. And it's one of those sad time of year, people are taking off on holidays and vacations. I believe it was intentional at the time. It was when they wanted to sell off USPS to Amazon. It's all politics and greed. That does not shock me one bit. That wouldn't shock me a bit. Mine too. I'll be vacation all month. Oh my God. Are you closing your closet for the month? Your sales have been slow for a while now. Yeah. Sometimes it's just you hit that slump. Sometimes you hit a slump. Clothing has gotten really saturated here, and you can get so much from vintage for so cheap no one wants to pay anymore. I'm trying to get more consoles, cams, electronics now. Yeah. Oh my God, Scarlett, another UK kitty. Mwah. Hello, Scarlett. Better margins and sell quicker. Yeah. I'm listing as we speak, hence no more salt from me for now. We'll catch up, girl. We got piles of salt. Vacation, what's that? Right, Brenda? I know. We don't get to go on vacation until like November. So yeah. But Grandpa and I have a really wonderful vacation that we're looking forward to. And we have to get motion sensor patches, I think, or the don't throw up on the boat patches. We're going on a cruise for the first time. So whatever those things are, motion sickness patches, we have to get those on. And from what I understand, you're actually supposed to start taking that sort of medicine like at least a minimum of a week before you actually go on a cruise. So that should be interesting. Strangely enough, I do get dizzy in some situations, but I don't normally get motion sickness on boats. But I have a feeling, big boat, big ocean, I better be prepared. I don't want to spend I don't want to spend all that money and then end up, chucking off the side of a boat. Apparently cruises are better for seasickness. I hope they are. So you're going to close the closet and then you'll reopen it a few days before you get back and start sharing and relisting to jumpstart it. Nice. Yay, Veronica just made a sale on eBay. I don't have any I don't have my kazoos open. But toot toot, yay, you go, girl. All right. Oh, Phil, that's a great question. Is anybody doing the 400-mile sale in Kentucky in June? I have heard about this thing. I haven't ever gone. I just can't. Gina, mine too. Yeah. We went on some we went on the silliest ride. It's a ride that goes back and forth like this, but it's got teacups in it that go around in circles as you're going like this. And I never thought I would get sick and this is like my grandchildren, like my tiny grandchildren are in this thing with me and they're like, wee. And I'm like, what? I thought I was going to throw up on this ride. I've never had that reaction. It was weird. Imaginary kazoo. Do, 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 do. I haven't heard of that one. Sounds amazing. Yeah, I do feel, Robin, I'm the same way. I feel sicker after I get off the boat. I get like you get your sea legs, and all of a sudden you get on the land and you're like, what's going on? Deborah, good morning. Mwah, my favorite ghost hunter. I ain't scared of no ghost. Cabins midship. That's what our travel agent said. Yeah, so we went with that. And if you feel it coming on, don't watch the horizon line. No. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, we can't hang anymore. I've gone on the world's longest garage sale twice. It's on US 127 and runs from Alabama to southern Michigan. Whoa. I can't handle that longer car ride. Fine on cruises, especially a big ship. You'll be fine. Oh, good. I'm going to take that from the travel expert right here. Yes. Yeah, Aunt Boo gets dizzy just sitting there. She's got an inner ear thing. Peggy McCarthy, good morning. Mwah! Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Been on a few cruises. First cruise used patches, never felt movement. Have never used another patch. Not a lot of movement on the ship. Okay. That's good to know, Peggy. Thank you. You should see me after long drives to and from Canada. Feels like I'm still in the car even when I'm in bed. Yeah. I just do not like those long car rides. I'll sleep like a baby. I kind of sleep like a baby now. I wake up every 2 hours and have to pee. And then I whine a little bit, and then I eat something, and then I go back to bed. So, yeah. No, that sounds wonderful, though. I mean, rocking to sleep, I'm okay with that. I do that when I'm sitting in my husband's recliner, and I'm like, and it's got like a rocker built in. So I usually do that like when I have my granddaughter, and I'll just sit there and rock her back and forth until she falls asleep, which only takes about 5 minutes because usually by the time she's cuddled up with me in the chair, she's ready to go to sleep anyway. But I've also put myself to sleep and then woken her up by snoring. It's really funny. She's like, shut up, Glamma. I do need to, let's go ahead and get into my sales report for the week. I do want to make sure that we see what's selling. So the last thing that we talked about last Sunday were the Crocs yellow flip-flops. This week, I started off with a Heatherly white cotton eyelet midi dress. Really, really cute. Still had the original tags on it. And it's not a great brand, but it was a good bread and butter sale. And this came in a thread-up box. So the cost of goods was fairly minimal. It sold for $20 and I made $16. My next thing was, this thing was just one of my favorites. I loved it. It was Muppets Hawaiian shirt, and it had Animal's head, like Animal from the Muppets, Animal, all over it. And that sold for $25, and I made $20. I sold these J. Crew 100% cotton blue shorts, size 6. Those also came in a thread up box, but they've been in my closet for like a year. And I was just getting ready to do kind of a, look through my closet and see what's been sitting around and donate. So kind of glad that those sold. They sold for 9. I made $6.05. So I didn't make much of a profit on those at all, but they're out of my house. I had a Vera Bradley water bottle crossbody, and that again from a thread-up box, and I think that was from a fun box. So that was $16 sale, and I made $12.80. These Will Long tan cowboy western boots. I don't remember where I sourced these from. I want to say I sourced them from the Goodwill, because what I'll do is on the 75% off color tag days, the first thing I do is go to the glass and see if any of those little tags are the same color, and so I can get 75% off of like higher end shoes and stuff. So those sold for 45, and I made 36 on those. Cowboy boots. I love selling them because they will always sell. Kate Spade pink leather large wristlet. This, God, I don't remember where I sourced this from either, but it was flawed. It's flawed is in the description. And so that sold for $8, and I made $5.05. I had like $12 on it, and somebody offered me 8, and I was like, get it out. Francesca green sheer swim cover sold for $17, and I made $13.60. This one was really cute too. It was tall. And then my last sale was actually from somebody named Stina SE, and that's Stina Resells. That's Christina. And it was Henry Bendel flat sandals, and they make the Henry and the Bendel in the sand. Those sold for 21. I made $14.78, and thank you so much, Christina, for supporting my closet. I really appreciate the sale. I know that you do not have to do it, and you've probably got a house full of appropriate stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I can click on the pick and it will open up the item for me. I know that, Johnny. It's just it takes. I try to do this as quickly as possible. So if there's something that I really do want to show, something that I really really want to show off, that's usually when I click on the pick. But thank you for the tip, because Johnny's always got the best tips. He's always got the stuff. He knows his stuff. Yeah, but I appreciate it, Johnny, and never hesitate to let me know an FYI, because I can always use those. We can all. Sophie Mrs. Poshmark. Okay, if I'm looking at this right, you just finished getting together 15 lots of yarn for tomorrow's auction on Yarn Again. You know what? If you can't sell yarn on Yarn Again, where can you sell yarn? That's Teresa too. She's just such a lovely person. She has a great auction. I'm excited for you. 25 hours in a car from Gatlinburg to San Antonio, and then after an hour nap went to Mardi Gras party. My God, I'd be dead and stinking. Good morning, Chuck. Mwah, good morning, and send our love to Marcy. Backroads Bitter, Chuck, one of the funniest guys, and he's just like naturally like funny. If you haven't checked out the Two Beardos, by the way, and if you have a very foul and irreverent sense of humor, you're going to want to go there, because my sister and I just have so much fun in that chat. And yeah, Veronica's in the chat. Yeah, it's Kristen's usually in the chat. We just have such a blast in that chat. It's really kind of a no holding back sort of thing. It's great. My salty treat this week is really one it's almost funny. I just got a creeper on a swimsuit and on Poshmark. They wanted to know. They said I have a 33D uh, boobs, and I'm afraid it won't fit me. Is there a picture of you in this swimsuit? A 33D bras do not exist. That's not a size. It's 32, 34, 36, that sort of thing. And the odd numbers do exist in the lower end of the bra spectrum. But when you get up to like D cups, it doesn't work like that. There's no 33D. Also, and here's a fun thing. Yeah, it's hilarious. And also, it would serve them right if I did put on that swimsuit and send them a picture, because I'm a dumpy old white wrinkled lady, and yeah, good luck getting off to that. Um, I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna put on a swimsuit. Ooh, idiot! Go after somebody younger. My God. But also, it's just I'm not saying I'm ugly. I'm just saying I know my strengths and weaknesses, and this swimsuit season, not my strength. But yeah, you're not getting those. No, Chuck, you're not getting pics. Yeah, I'll try on this thong and be your nightmares fuel. I mean, it's just like, come on. Okay, pay the money and go to OnlyFans like normal people do. Yeah, not for this price you don't. I mean, if you purchase it, maybe it's $100 swimsuit, but yeah, all you have to say is no. Actually, I that's wrong, Chuck, because it's on Poshmark, and Poshmark can see all of our communications. So I actually have to take the time out of my busy day to actually pretend that this is a serious offer and to say no in the nicest way possible. And that's annoying because I had to type a whole paragraph. It's annoying. It kills me with the fake followers I get on IG. Yes. Yeah. The creepers are there too. I mean, there's a creepy dude for everything. And here's the thing. I bet every reseller woman in this chat, and possibly some of the males, no judgment. I bet every reseller female in this chat, though, has at least once been asked for feet pics. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm not wrong. Foot pics. Usually it's about the foot pics. And yeah, all I have to say is no, which I did, but I had to say it politely and actually type out some stupid crap. Next time, I'm just going to report them. I've never been asked for feet pics. It's because you're not a reseller online, Carrie. If you were, I'm telling you, they would ask for foot pics. This is weird. Someone asked me to see if they can get a pic of me wearing a woman's item I had listed. I reply, did you see my profile pic? I'm a man, and no, I cannot. I mean, you could, but yeah, the creeper's gonna creep. I reported him and blocked him on Posh. Yeah. Yeah, and yes, Patrick Murphy, you can report them. But yeah. Oh, I had somebody ask for a bundle of like 10 items, then asked me to model a pair of swishy athletic pants that were on a mannequin. Said he'd only buy the bundle if I did. Oh, and hey, girl, we are still sexy Glams. We're just a little fuller and more mature nowadays, like a fine bottle of wine. And I don't feel unsexy. I don't feel unpretty. Don't misunderstand. I don't think that I'm like, a troll or like I'm like, oh no, I'm so ugly. I think people in general are much more beautiful than they see themselves as. And I think I'm, I don't know. I think I'm all right. Glampa thinks I'm fat. I said fat. I meant fantastic. Grandpa thinks I'm fantastic. I think I'm fat. He thinks I'm fantastic. But yeah, I am fluffy. I'm, not going to argue that, but I'm not going to give up, ham sandwiches so that I can be skinny. That's stupid. Is there a fetish for swollen feet with nail fungus? I bet there is, Chuck, because there is a kink for everything. There is, yeah, Ronnie, you're absolutely right. There's a fetish for everything. Scarlett, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. That's really, really sweet. And like I said, I don't feel, I'm not like dogging myself out like, oh no, I'm so ugly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm all right. But yeah, it, really, you're gonna ask a grandma to put on a swimsuit for you. Just go look up some, granny corn online. Just pay at Corn Hub and get your corn on. I mean, honestly, it's so weird. Yeah, Freud, right? Field day. Field day. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Backroad bitter, Chuck, you might want to Google that, and there may be a community for that. And then, of course, Patrick Murphy drops the. Oh my god. Jennifer, thank you for dropping the link for the Pride auction. Truvia, I've been asked for dirty, beat up, worn out shoes before. Sir, go to the dumpster. This is not the closet for that. I mean, honestly, I went to the Goodwill. Why can't you? Go to the Goodwill. No, I am not giving up potato salad, honey. No, no, ma'am. I just ordered a pizza. That sounds delicious. Quattro formaggi. That's 4 cheese, right? Yeah, that sounds good. Granny corn is free like most of it. Yeah. Wiki feet? Do they even have wiki feet? That's hilarious. Wiki feet. Gina, same goes. Quit making us crack up. We have weak bladders. My swimsuit is like a little house on the prairie nightgown. I'm covered from head to toe from my enemy, the sun. Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday on Lindsay and Alvin's. Us, paler girls got to be careful. I think it's a rating for celebrities' feet or something. Oh my god. I haven't looked because I hate feet. Well, yeah. I just, creepers, could you quit going on quit messing with resellers, quit messing with us. I mean, just choose. There's so much out there for you. If you're creepy, there's so much out there for you. Go to the Goodwill, go to a thrift store, pick up some, just sniff on the shoes till you find one that's a really high heel that smells like corn chips, and then grab it, and take it home with you. You can love on it. And then, if you need a mannequin foot, you can buy those. And they have there's so much foot fetish crap across the internet. Why would you not just go online and find it, kids? Chuck's feet have a beard on them, I'm guessing. Right, Aunt Boo. Yeah, me too. I burn easily. Yeah. Still burnt from yesterday. I saw that pre-adult section of eBay. Most shoe auctions would read something like full-time nurse, worn 12. Oh my god. So they want to make sure that they've shrimping. I don't even want to know which. Yeah, shrimping. I don't want to know. They used to, Boo. My brother called me a hobbit, but it's gone now. I've never looked into it, but there are sites that you can get paid for posting photos of your feet. Just FYI, if sales are down. Yeah, I mean, we can always, you can always go to OnlyFans. When Chuck's dogs bark, they say, ah, geez, oh gosh darn. It's funny how quickly I forget what happens on Friday nights. There's potatoes growing between Chuck's feet. Aw, Chuck's poor feet. Vera sold some shoes and pantyhose on eBay. Honestly, why not? Why not? If you're male, if you have good legs, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're trying to sell some shoes, put them shoes on your feet and sell them online, girl, or gentleman, sir. My big old feet need panorama shots. Nobody wants that. Again, you'd be surprised. Where's Marcy? Did Marcy come in? How did I miss Marcy coming in? There she is. There's my Peanut. Hey, Peanut. It's good to see you. She says, yes, Carrie, they do. We know that Chuck's feet have beards now. So I just wanted to kind of round this out this week with the sweets to the sweetest. I watched a video from Alana, ElahnaH, Alana. She really does know a great deal about shoes and clothing, and she just did a great boot shoe haul video. And she had some really great brands, so that was really cool to see. So thank you for that, Alana, and George E for a wonderful introduction to Blackpool. In his recent video, he did some thrifting there, but he also did a little gambling there. So for me, it was like that's like my fantasy day. Let's go from gambling to thrifting to gambling again. I love it. Let's see. I do want to say thank you so much to Johnny in the chat, Two Old Guys Vintage, and Angie, and I think this is Angie's Oddities. It's Angie Hogue with Angie's Oddities, for allowing me to join your auctions this month. I am going to need to supplement my Poshmark sales a little bit. So there is that. Obviously, I had like eight sales this week, which is not great. But yeah, Glammaz 2 love languages in one video. Yeah. Vera's here, and so is my wife. This is awkward. I want to thank Lindsay and Sophie and Donna. I hung out with them after their show yesterday, after Lindsay and Alvin's show yesterday, and we just had such a great visit. It was nice to reconnect with you. It was nice to spend time and just talk. So I had a wonderful time with that. And finally, to Layla's Bar and Grill in Cahokia, Illinois, who, by the way, I don't know who they have in their kitchen, but they perform some home cooking magic that is just amazing. Their food is as good as or better than my own, and I take a lot of care when cooking. They really have good food. Thanks for the wonderful margaritas. They made me wonderful margaritas with sugar on the rim, and the awesome luck on the slot machines last night. I had a really, really great luck on those slot machines last night. So I put some aside for future gambling, which is what we do. We have like a little stash. And then I put a very large chunk of it to the side for thrifting. So I'm taking that money and parlaying it into thrift stores because that's how we roll. You're always welcome on my channel auctions. Johnny, you are so amazing. And congratulations, by the way, on your comeback special, which was so much fun and that was such a great YouTube moment. And that was such a great Thursday. So thank you. Oh, you missed the live yesterday? Yeah, we had a great time. I don't remember much of the conversation due to intoxication. Yeah, that happens. That's how I don't remember much of my dinner last night at Layla's too. Did I mention the margaritas were lit, though? They were very good. And thank you for joining the show. Thank you for having me. Let's see. And I think that just about wraps us up for this Sunday. Please make sure and check out Two Old Guys Vintage tonight. I am I'm pretty sure that they're still doing their sale. They do it every Sunday night, and I will be on June the 9th. I'll be joining them, and that should be a lot of fun. So in the meantime, please make sure and take very, very good care of yourselves. Since it is the beginning of summer, I am going to tell you all, even if you're tan and dark complected, please wear the sunscreen. It's so much better for you. You really can get, even if you have a lot of melanin, you can still get melanoma. So just be careful and take good care of yourselves and do nice things for yourselves. And maybe practice a little bit of random acts of kindness if you get a chance. That always goes a long way. You never know where that pebble is going to go when you throw it in the pond. So in the meantime, and for this week, I will say bye and thank you so much for being here. And never forget, no matter where you go or what you do this Memorial Day weekend, take me along with you because Glamma loves you. Bye.